Good morning, everybody. Today is March 20th, 2010, and I just finished work on the mutt, the 1985 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Now, it may look a little different. It surely does sound different. But that's not the case today. Let it warm up just for a little bit. But I did some work today to the front end. I replaced the shocks that were on there, part of the CAD Restoration project. And if you notice, it no longer rides like a boat in the front. It has equal height. It's balanced out all the way around a little bit more, I think. In the front up here, originally, this place right here, this area right here would sit a little bit higher, maybe up to this part right here, this depression in the fender. And that's because I got one of these. They're just a gas shock. A gas shock I got from Trekker Cragen. One of these here. Cost me about like $17 for the pair. And here's what they replaced. Now, in my opinion, these look like these come from a what do these come from? They look like they come from off-road vehicles, like a dune buggy. And these were what were sitting in the front. They look good and all. You could probably sandblast them, maybe. Clean off the grease, and do a little bit of work to it. Probably about $30 without the sandblasting, and you can get them all painted up and look fancy. But I think for now I'm just going to leave them out. I'll probably set them aside. It's not parts power worthy just yet. I'll figure out what I can do with them. But set them right there. But yeah, it looks like it could be a totally different. You can have a totally different ride now. So that's another video for today. Oh, and a quick reminder, part of the CAD Restoration, I got 2 new tires on the passenger side. One's a Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain, and the other is a Grabber all-purpose. Now these two have a good amount of meat on them still. And the one that was going to go up on the back here was another Wrangler all-terrain. And looks like it has a pretty good amount of meat still on it still. But the problem with that one is that it has a bubble in it. Yep. I noticed this while I was driving along, so I don't know. That's a real defective tire. And I quickly took it off, and the story with this one here, it had a flat. It didn't have a flat, it was actually leaking air out of the rim. I guess the bead wasn't sticking on too good, so what I did was I basically had it put on. I put it on and I hammered around the rim bead area, so I can probably have the bead and the rim sit. So it might have actually worked, and I put it on the road. I drove it for a little bit. I guess that seated it even more. So it's not leaking any air. I just checked it. Has the same pressure as it did the last night. So it looks like it'll be alright. And I noticed that my back end, it's almost even with the front end. So it looks like I did a good job with replacing those shocks. So that's the update for today, and I will see you soon.